Ah, now, perfect. Lakota?
Merry meet and welcome to our autumn equinox celebration. I am your host, Lakota. Tonight's ritual will be led by November, Laurelyn, and Naheem, with music by Spinner. During the ritual, mics will be muted except during periods of guest participation.
So let's begin. Let's begin by taking some nice, deep, soft, slow breaths together. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth at whatever speed and depth feels most perfect for you right now. We are approaching this time of autumnal equinox, the time when the dark and the light are balanced exactly. So as a reflection of that, let's experiment with making our in-breath exactly the same as our out-breath. So if you like, you could breathe in for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and then breathe out 4, 3, 2, 1, and then breathe in. At your own count, at your own speed, just making that in-breath and the out-breath the same. And as you breathe in this balanced way, I invite you to notice all the sensations of the breath. Notice the temperature of the air coming in, the feeling of the lungs expanding and relaxing. Notice what's going on around you, the quality of the chair that you're sitting on, the temperature of the air in the room around you. Breathing deeply and naturally in a balanced and rhythmic way. We know that all of life exists in some kind of balance, some kind of inhale, exhale, wing opening, wing closing. And we know that we are part of that great balance. As we approach this time of harvest and gratitude, of looking forward and looking backward at the same time, let's bring to mind some gratitude, feeling that deep thankfulness that we get to be here right now, marking this time on the calendar, sharing this space together. Feel your roots and your connection to the earth at this time. Feel your spine like the trunk of a tree. Fully aware of all that is below and above and around and within. Feeling all the blessings of this time. And for now, take 2 more deep, soft, slow, rhythmic breaths in this quiet and peaceful place. And when you're ready, you can slowly blink open your eyes. We're going to begin with our first song honoring the turning of the wheel of the year. And we'll have the lyrics posted in the chat. I encourage you to leave yourselves on mute, but please, please sing along. light and darkness balance within, and the circle goes round, and the circle goes round and around 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 and around. The circle goes round.
The time of change arrives again. The equinox approaches, and the wheel turns. The goddess prepares for her journey to the other world, as the earth and all her children prepare for their time of quiet and reflection that lies ahead. May we use this autumnal season to draw upon the strength and power within to assist on our own quest for vision, feeling, and peace. May we see and feel the presence of the goddess within, while without, the earth begins her slumber.
East, Bast, keeper of air, lady of creativity, enrich us with your presence. We welcome you to the circle. Blessed be.
November?
Let's get November unmuted.
And to the south, Sekhmet, keeper of the blaze, lady of passions, enrich us with your presence. We welcome you to the circle. Blessed be.
Naheem, you're muted.
In the west, Isis, keeper of the water, lady of emotions, enrich us with your presence. We welcome you to the circle. Blessed be.
In the north, Hathor, keeper of the earth, lady of wisdom, enrich us with your presence. We welcome you to the circle. Blessed be.
Above, Newt, keeper of the sky, lady of the galaxies, enrich us with your presence. We welcome you to the circle. Blessed be.
And to below, Nephthys, keeper of the cavern, lady of inner truth, enrich us with your presence. We welcome you to the circle. Blessed be.
In the center, Ma'at, keeper of the heart, lady of the past, present, and future, of truth and order, enrich us with your presence. We welcome you to this circle. Blessed be.
Visualize with me the circle being cast. We cast the circle in this place, beyond time and beyond space. Swirling colors, light as air, fire bright, and water fair. Earth and mountain, body bare, in the spirit we all share. Blessed be.
Blessed be. Purpose of the ritual. In autumn, we enter the sign of Libra, the sign of the scales, of balance and of harmony. Linked to harmony and balance is an inner state which we could call a sense of propriety, fitness, and appropriateness. This is found in ancient Egyptian tradition in the goddess Mat. She is depicted as a woman with a feather in her hair, but she also sometimes thought of as an abstract principle of what is right and fitting. Her name can be translated as truth, but it could also just as easily translate as harmony, fitness, right thinking. Libra is an air sign, the element associated with the mind and intellect. The weather begins to cool a bit and the mind begins to wake up. The wheel of the year turns, bringing us to and from each season and to and from one another. We pause to watch the wheel turn and gather to celebrate the season, the time of the second harvest, the witches' Thanksgiving. We give thanks and feel ourselves part of the ever-turning wheel of life, death, and rebirth. We celebrate the passing year and give thanks for all that we have been given, as well as looking forward to all the future holds in store. Now all things are in balance. Night and day are equal. Life and death are equal. In this seeming extinction of nature's power, know that life continues, for spring is impossible without the autumn and winter. Give thanks for the bounty of the spring and summer, the fertility of the land, and the fertility of our lives as we enter the dark time of the year.
I will now invoke Ma'at. Great Mother of the Sun, descend into the arms of the earth. Winged Goddess of Balance, come unto us who cry out to you for justice and truth and strength. We call upon you for balance, harmony, and truth. O Ma'at, Mother of Infinity, Goddess who guides the sun, the planets, and the ever-moving stars, embrace us.
Leaves fall. The days grow cold as I pull my mantle of earth around me. Fruits ripen, seeds drop. The hours of the day and night are balanced. Chill winds blow from the north, wailing laments. How many times have we met, you and I? One lifetime after another. You come to me. We meet when your labors are done, when you have laid down your head and passed over to the other side to me. With my twin sister, I await you in the hall of the double Ma'at. It is said that we weigh your heart against an ostrich feather to see if your life made it heavy with guilt or light from charity and good deeds. But we are not your judges. You are. If you harmed life more than you loved it, your own heart will give you away. The moon that shines within you, your own soul, will reveal whether or not you have been mean or kind. It will show if you took more often than you gave freely from what was your own. You alone know these things, and it is you who will reveal yourself to us in the end. I have no heaven or hell. Like the harvest, you are brought in and weighed and accounted for. Balance is at last restored. In our realm, there is no more blame. In our realm, you all hold only one truth. See me in the falling leaves. See me in the feathers left on the ground by the birds. See me in the shining moon. The accounts of your lives must balance with the accounts of your deaths. The harvest has been gathered in. It is your time to rejoice. Sing the wine songs. Hold great dances in my honor. Embrace those who love you and give back beauty by your own creation.
I am Ma'at, celestial navigator. I sit in the prow of the sunbark as it travels across the sky. I created the path on which the planets travel. I am the patroness of divine order, the unalterable course of the solar principle, the life force. I am the lady of the prow. I record your life story. I am cosmic intelligence, and my realm encompasses the continuity of past, present, and future. I rule divination and the knowledge of the words of power and the sacred names. Before you pass through the duat in the journey toward cosmic life, you must come across my hall. When you come to me in the underworld, I wear the feather of truth. Here you will find the 42 forms of the netter, my declaration of innocence. Recite them all that you be freed from that which holds you back, and your heart will be lighter than my sacred feather. Blessed be.
Bless.
Hoof and horn, hoof and horn, all the dice shall be reborn. Corn and grain, corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Hoof and horn, hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Corn and grain, corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Be not attached to form, for everything changes. Be not attached to the form, for everything changes. Be not attached to the form, for everything changes, everything changes. But the river, the river, the river, the river goes on. Be not attached to the form, for everything changes. Be not attached to the form, for everything changes. Be not attached to the form, everything changes. But the river, the river, the river, the river goes on. Cauldron of change, blossom of bone, ark of eternity, hole in the stone. Be not attached to the form, everything changes. Cauldron of change, blossom of bone, ark of eternity, hole in the stone. Be not attached to the form, for everything changes. Hoof and horn, hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Corn and grain, corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Like the wind we rise, like the moon we rise, like the sun, like the phoenix we rise. Like the wind we rise, like the moon we rise, like the sun, like the phoenix we rise, we rise. Hoof and horn, hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Corn and grain, corn and grain, all that falls shall rise, shall rise. Be not attached to the form, everything changes, changes. Be not attached to the form, everything changes. Be not attached to the form, everything nothing changes. But the river goes on. The river goes on. The river goes on.
Listen now to the negative confession, and if you wish, repeat after me, but please stay muted. Remember that as you say this, Ma'at will enter you, and it will be so, and Ma'at will lighten your heart. I have not treated others unfairly. I have not robbed anyone. I have not done violence to anyone. I have not committed theft. I have not committed murder. I have not cheated anyone. I have not acted deceitfully. I have not stolen the things that belong to the Neteru. I have not told lies. I have not been neglectful of my responsibilities. I have not uttered evil words. I have not deprived another of food. I have not committed fraud. I have not lost my temper and become angry. I have invaded no one's land. I have not slaughtered animals that belong to the Neteru. I have not ruined plowed lands. I have not been an eavesdropper. I have not set my lips in motion against anyone. I have not been angry without due cause. I have not committed adultery. I have not betrayed my own standards. I have not betrayed my lover. I have not caused anyone to be afraid. I have not uttered fiery words. I have not ignored the words of right and truth. I have not caused anyone to weep. I have not uttered blasphemies. I have not acted with revenge. I have not been impatient. I have not violated the sacredness of my body. I have not multiplied my speech overmuch. I have not condoned or done evil. I have not worked treason. I have not polluted running water. I have not bragged or been arrogant. I have not uttered curses against the Neteru or thought scornfully about them. I have not been insolent. I have not practiced favoritism. I have not become rich by unethical means. I have not uttered curses against that which belongs to the Neteru. I have not been desirous of more than my rightful share. Speak Ma'at, do Ma'at, for she is mighty. She is great and endures. Her value rests in the hands of those who use her. Ma'at leads on to sacredness. Blessed be.
Blessed be. Thank you, November. Well, it is time for our celebration period. Everyone is welcome to share something special. You have some story, a joke, a poem, what's going on in your life, anything exciting. Where'd he go? All right, well, fine. I will start with this poem that I really like. It's called The Wild Children. It's by a woman named Jean Willis. They caught all the wild children and put them in zoos. They made them do sums and wear sensible shoes. They put them to bed at the wrong time of day and made them sit still when they wanted to play. They scrubbed them with soap and they made them eat peas. they made them behave and say pardon and please. They took all their wisdom and wildness away. That's why there are none in the forest today. I was looking for the story that I like to tell on Mabon, but I can't find it to save my life. So it'll have to wait for Samhain. What about you, Aquaria? I think you have something exciting coming up.
So the computer. I will go to America in the end of October to bone dance, and I hope it was a nice time. I think so. My sister Sequoia, she planned my she will planning my time in Las Vegas. So I think we will have more fun there. And maybe once of you I can see on person.
That's going to be
Was my
wonderful.
wish.
We will look for
Yes.
you at Bone Dance.
Yeah.
As will I.
Ah, so
Be a beautiful evening.
it was my
That's
first
very
bone
exciting.
dance, so I hope it was fine. Yes, I think so.
I think you'll have a fabulous time.
Yes.
Anybody else? Well, I got to go to see this amazing show last night called Jeff McBride's Wonderland or Wonderground. Sorry, did I say that right? Wrong. Anyway, I saw some amazing magic and met some fabulous people. Drank some Turkish coffee and didn't go to sleep till 2 a.m. Forgot I had the day off and went to work. And my day's just been kind of like that all day long. But now I get to spend the evening with all of you people, and I'm so happy.
It was an amazing show. So much fun. So nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Such a treat to be able to look out and know that the audience is just our friends. Like, we were connected to everyone who is there. It's like, oh, there's my dad in the front row, and oh, there's my Sanctuary of Solace friends, and oh, there's my Vegas friends. Not scary at all. Well, I have one more song to share. So appropriate for the time of year, this time when we're celebrating the abundance that we have, knowing that we have enough to get through the coming dark time, and plenty to share with our friends. So we'll put the words in the chat and y'all can sing along on mute. Giving and receiving, holding on and letting go, balancing the opposites and staying in the flow. Giving and receiving, holding on and letting go, balancing the opposites and staying in the flow. As we give, so we receive. When we share what we have, there is more than we need. Always plenty, always plenty. As we give, so we receive. When we share what we have, there is more than we need. Always plenty, always plenty. Giving and receiving, holding on and letting go. Balancing the opposites and staying in the flow. Giving and share what we have, there is more than we need. Always plenty, always plenty. As we give, so we receive. When we share what we have, there is more than we need. Always plenty, always plenty. Giving and receiving, holding on and letting go. Balancing the opposites and staying in the flow. Giving and receiving, holding on and letting go. Balancing the opposites and staying in the flow. As we give, so we receive. When we share what we have, there is more than we need. Always plenty, always plenty. As we give, so we receive. When we share what we have, there is more than we need. Always plenty, always plenty, always plenty, always plenty.
And now let's thank the directions, starting in the center. Ma'at, keeper of the heart, lady of past, present, and future, of truth and order. Thank you for your balance and discernment, and for lightening our hearts. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
And to below, Nephthys, keeper of the cavern, lady of inner truth, thank you for your presence and for witnessing our right. Blessed be.
Blessed be. And to above, Newt, keeper of the sky, lady of the galaxies, thank you for your presence and for witnessing our right. Blessed be.
Blessed be. And to the north, Hathor, keeper of the earth, lady of wisdom, thank you for your presence and for witnessing our right. Blessed be.
In the west, Isis, keeper of the waters, lady of emotions, thank you for your presence and for witnessing our right. Blessed be.
And to the south, Sekhmet, keeper of the blaze, lady of passions, thank you for your presence and for witnessing our right. Blessed be.
And to the east, Bast, keeper of air, lady of creativity, thank you for your presence and for witnessing our right. Blessed be.
And let us thank Ma'at. Great Mother of the Sun, thank you for descending into the arms of earth, for coming when we cry out for balance, harmony, and truth. Thank you for your presence in our right. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
In life there is death. In death there is life. We must all follow the sacred dance into the cauldron, time after time, to die and be reborn. It is for us to remember that every beginning has an ending, and every ending anew. Thank you all for being part of our celebration. We hope that you'll join us again as we celebrate Samhain. Before we move into social time, we'd like to remind everyone that there will be a tip jar listed for Spinner in the chat. In addition, we invite you to visit our website, sanctuaryofsolace.org, where you can subscribe to our newsletter, find upcoming news events, and make donations to the community for our ritual costs. Lakota?
Thank you all for being a part of our celebration. We hope you will join us again as we celebrate I can never pronounce this. Samhain. Anyway, you all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, she said the rest about the tip jar. And again, we thank you all for coming, and all mics will be unmuted and the room will be open for social time.
Thank you.
Blessed Mabon, everyone.
Yes, blessed Mabon.